We do not develop clarity because we don't put effort. If you put genuine effort inside you, if you ask genuine questions, the moment you feel you don't know, we are scared of that.
People my age, including myself, we keep ourselves so busy all day with our daily routines. Is it a coping mechanism?
See, it's the result of the post-colonial world. 20,000 Britishers can rule the entire India. If we unite, they'll run away. But we don't. My personal dharma is more important to me. Personal purpose, when it triumphs over eternal purpose, you always, over a period of time, destroy yourself. Understanding yourself, understanding your priorities based on your deep core, and developing a grand...
Wow, this is truly thought-provoking.
If you understand this answer, all other questions are answered actually.
So, Guruji, how does society or social media frame the ideas of perfect life to us? And how do we create a healthy balance?
Everybody is addicted to social media. First point. Second, everybody is addicted to blaming social media. The social media will give us this. See, whatever comes across you, why should you believe it? You should develop a spine to have, in a buffet. If you have an upset stomach, absolutely, okay? So you are put on a buffet and then 400 items are there. If you try to eat anything more than what is good for your stomach at that time, you are the fool. It is the job of the buffet manager to put 400 items there. But it is your stomach. Food belongs to the buffet manager. But then you paid for it. Just because you paid for it, if you overeat, your stomach will go. So, knowing that your life belongs to you. In the same fashion, in your life, don't try things. Have clarity, develop stability, and understand your vision perfectly in its totality. And just stick to the plan.
But you mentioned about having a vision and stick to it. For many of us, we are not sure what the vision is, what the purpose is.
That's education. Developing vision of your life. You are unique. What do I want to do? Understanding yourself. Understanding your priorities not based on your current situations. Understanding your priorities based on your deep core. And developing a grand schema or a vision for your life is actually education. Executing it is called as evolution. Are you understanding? These two are transformation. These two are very important journeys of life, or else we are going to end up unfulfilled. Because understanding your priorities, your core strengths, your core principles, developing and nurturing, designing your core values, core principles, core things, and having a vision around it, planning it, all this is education. Executing it, sticking to the plan, is actually the journey, the transformation and the evolution of your life. The success is the fulfillment. If you don't do this first and second, then the success doesn't happen, failure happens, then it is called unfulfilled life. I think you understand. So, education is very important. Most of us don't know. Yeah, how much effort did you put in nurturing your core values? See, these days what is happening is, 10th class, intermediate, degree, college, mummy or other people around will tell you that do this subject. These days AI, every kid wants to do AI engineering. Okay, so that way, so the point is, people don't understand demand supply. If everybody is talking about AI and every kid wants to do AI, I should not be doing AI because there is oversupply. I should be doing what comes next. What comes next after the AI? AI needs a certain maturity level. After that, what? What happens? Where? And life doesn't, life is changed definitely by. So what am I trying to tell you? We do not develop clarity because we don't put effort. Effort. If you put genuine effort inside you, if you ask genuine questions, sit and don't be very superficial. The moment you feel you don't know, we are scared of that. And we don't know, yeah, it's okay. We come up with excuses. Like, most of us don't know. These days, most children or most students or most adults, whatever, everybody is complaining the same. They're okay with blaming social media, getting addicted to it simultaneously, and they are okay with accepting most of us don't know. Because they don't say, I don't know. They say, most of us don't know. Because they want groupism in that also. Because they can't be lonely. Because they are scared to embrace themselves. Failure to embracing your own true identity and core values is called slow death.
Wow, this is this is truly thought provoking. People my age, including myself in my past, that we are we keep ourselves so busy all day with our daily routines that we do not give us time to think. Then we get used to it, and then we cannot even sit with ourselves for 5 minutes.
Or with our family members.
Yes. So is it a way wherein people like you mentioned that people are scared of themselves or not knowing? Is it a coping mechanism?
Yes. It's actually coping mechanism, not just that. See, it's the result of the post-colonial world. What really happened is your great grandfathers were very successful, happy people full of gold. Material abundance, physical abundance, mental, emotional abundance. But a slight complacency also. Now, that being said, suddenly, if you read Mahabharata, I want to give you a long answer. If you read Mahabharata also, you will understand one thing. We, in this Bharatavarsha, are ready to sacrifice a larger purpose for our personal purpose. Example, Bhishma Pitamaha. Now this Kuru Vamsha is coming from many generations. It's a long dynasty. Now this Bhishma Pitamaha, to respectfully call him, the great man, gave a promise to his father. Now Lord Krishna at the later stage came and said, break your vow. Don't allow Duryodhana to rule. Don't do this, don't do that. But then my personal vow is more important than eternal dharma. For Lord Krishna, my personal failure is absolute. मैं रणछोड़ बन सकता हूँ. If in those days, ranchod is becoming is very bad, and it's an insult, especially to the kind of a person who is Lord Krishna. Now, greatness is defined by Lord Krishna. Am I clear? So that kind of a guy playfully called himself, okay, Bhaiya, I am ranchod. I run away from battle, I am a coward. Okay. He didn't say I am a coward, but he ran away, ranchod. And anything that you want to say to me. Any failure, okay. Anybody sees me as now, womanizer. There are people who are branding him. Woman Krishna who had gopikas. You don't know what he did. He is such a godhead. He is the embodiment of perfection. Now, you don't really understand him. I allow personal failures, misconceptions by people, but I serve the eternal purpose. If you see Mahabharata, except Lord Krishna, everybody did their personal purpose fulfillment. Arjuna had personal purpose. Dharmaraj had personal purpose. I will stand to Dharma. Everybody has personal purpose. Now what really happened? We are a generation or from ages together, personal purpose more important. I know the eternal Dharma, but personal purpose more important generation. Now that is what even now happening. These, in Hindus, there is no unity, they say. Why? Because from time of Mahabharata, we are personal purpose more. I know Lord Krishna, you are God, but personal purpose more important. I know Lord Krishna, you are God. You saved me 1,000,000 times. I am Dharma Raja. My personal purpose is to stick to Dharma. The Dharma is when somebody calls me for a dice game, I have to go. That is the Dharma. So I am going. Don't go. I know if I ask you, you will say that, and I have to follow you, so I will not ask you and go. Personal purpose more important than eternal dharma. That's what we have been from Mahabharata, even Ramayana time it is like that. Am I clear with you? Lord Rama, are you understanding what I am trying to say? Personal purpose. But Lord Rama was good. Apart from Lord Rama, everybody personal purpose. Are you understanding what I am trying to say? So Mahabharata time it corrupted a lot. Personal purpose important than holistic dharma, the real dharma. Okay. Now that being said, because our personal purpose, everybody is fighting their personal purpose, not eternal good. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? This corruption started as Kali Yuga and Mahabharata ended, and all this Mahabharata, that is the end of that time, because this, how can Kali come? How can destruction come? Personal purpose, when it triumphs over eternal purpose, you always over a period of time destroy yourself. Now here, why we don't have, I'll come back to your question. We don't have time, we don't set, we keep ourselves busy. Finally, what we come from a colonial era. Why this colonial era? Personal purpose. We all collectively don't fight eternal good. 20,000 Britishers can rule the entire India. Something like that. Why? If we unite, they'll run away, have to run away. But then we don't. Personal purpose. My personal dharma is more important to me than Rajyaka. Even if you see anything, I know you see the movie, no, it really happened, it is a false thing, but still, the movie Padmavati, you might have seen, Hindi movie. I know this guy is a bad guy. If he wins, my praja will suffer a lot. This fellow should not win and he will resort to wrong methods only by his character and design, I know. Still, I will stick to my personal dharma. If you see, the Rajas, all Kshatriyas had this personal dharma over eternal good. You understand what I'm trying to say? We now, because this is happening, personal dharma over a period of suffered generations, these generations taught you, your grandfather, fathers, I'm not blaming them generally. What they have seen, that they felt personal dharma, that is good for you. And they made you accept what they feel good is your good. Thereby, you keep yourself occupied because they don't embrace themselves. They don't understand. They don't have that kind of a grand schema vision because they were coming from a colonial era. And we are just following them and blaming social media, getting addicted to it and getting addicted to the pleasures of life. Now also what is happening? Personal dharma ante personal pleasure over eternal profit. Ego validation over eternal profit. Personal gratification over, if in a social, we live in a generation where you put a photograph or you sing some song, you do anything, it starts with like, love, out of the world, you are the best. The appreciation level starts from 10 on 10. Am I clear with you? And there are people who give you appreciation on a scale of 1 to 10. If you ask them to appreciate, they will start appreciating from 20. And they go beyond. Now, why am I trying to tell you this? If you go back 100, 200 years ago also, or even 50, 70 years, you'll find people doing riyas or, Sangeeta sadhana. Hours together, people used to do. And the father or the guru hardly used to, okay. Okay from a guru is considered as the greatest appreciation received from a guru. Today, we live in a highly, intensely emotional gratification age where until otherwise you say love, like it, love it, great, out of the world, fantastic, fantabulous. You don't even register good. If somebody says, I love it, it is fantabulous, it's out of the world, all you will understand is it is good. And if somebody says, how are you? Good. Even car service these days, they don't put down the phone until otherwise you say it's excellent. Sir, we did your car service. Can you please give us feedback? It's good. So, no, sir, please, excellent dena padega or else we will have a problem. That kind, any car owner can understand this. Yeah, so that way, Our appreciation starts with excellence. Then we are highly instigated a dopamine effect and all this. So we cannot embrace ourselves. No, I started with my Mahabharata and personal profit, personal gratification is paramount than eternal good of your life. Now this is coming from the end of Mahabharata time. I can show you multiple proofs. Movie people will understand, so I am giving you that Padmavat movie. Reality, something else happened. But that similar kind of thing happened. Are you understanding? So everybody, somebody was spared 18 times in the history of India. 18 times they attacked India and 18th time they successfully won, they say. You forgive somebody for 17 times risking your soldier's life? Is it a fun for you? Is it a play? No. Don't you understand the resolve of the person? Killing one person is better than losing one soldier. But you have your own reasons. Personal dharma, personal reasons, paramount eternal good of the Rajya. Example, same fashion, you are also having this victim, you are a victim of this mentality, personal gratification over vision or happiness in life. You are not fighting an eternal game. You are living for day-to-day excellence, appreciation. So why you are not able to do that, embrace this, that? If you understand this answer, all other questions are answered actually.
You're correct. So you mentioned about majorly collectively everybody serving personal purpose, due to which Kalki might come. Or is
Long time.
it here? Or is it just here, or when can that?
It would be childish and foolish to predict about few more decent more years. Okay, there's a long time.
Long time. So still this is going to continue at people serving their personal purposes for a
That
long.
should go.
That
That also will go slowly, because how will this Kali change? At the end of the day, when people stop pursuing this, I am telling you, pursuing personal success or personal instant gratification or eternally what is good, you tell me, that I will do, even if my fame is gone or my thing is gone, it's okay. What is eternal good? That I will do. That kind of attitude only Krishna has, Lord Krishna. See, people will call me womanizer, so I'll not do it, he never said. If Gopika had that spiritual one, that oneness, that spiritual alignment, and it's their way of, let me do it that way. People will call me this, people will call me that. Lord Krishna never, he lovingly accepted, I am a thief. Yes or no? I am a ranchod. All that. And all of that are very insulting to people. Now, if you understand gracefully, now why am I telling you all this is, this way of giving more importance to personal gratification than our own eternal gratification has begun even before Kali Yuga started. So, even before this Kali Yuga end, this downfall will continue. It's a slow transition. Nothing will happen in a day or two. So, that will also. But in this time, who will succeed in their life? Who really stop training themselves into indulging into personal gratification and keep them gratification sober. I know the alcohol sober, cigarette sober, aisa they say. Gratification sober is very important. For example, I'll tell you, if somebody dances very well, or if somebody does if you are a computer coder, you code well, you want your boss or you want somebody to appreciate you, or you code for money. If you code for money, and I'm not saying I get 500, I get 1000, I get 10,000, I get 1 lakh, that figure. You don't understand? You don't pursue greatness. You don't pursue personal pleasure of you able to do. If you are dancing and somebody doesn't say out of the world, excellent, all superlative terms, then you will lose interest in dancing. That is the reason why we don't have, we have very few great dancers, great singers. What is the difference between a great singer? Arjit Singh, for example, in Bollywood, you guys know. I haven't followed him much. I don't, but I've observed him. I've seen the energy around. If you observe, he doesn't seek gratification. At least outwardly, that's what visible is. Are you understanding? Because he's himself. He knows what he's doing. If you know what you're doing, if you don't chase gratification, if you become gratification sober and greatness pursuer, you will succeed no matter what. You will have a happy life no matter what. And if you pursue this personal gratification, the more you pursue it, the more empty. You said, no, inside we feel empty. Why do you feel empty? Because, see, that's how it is. All, what you do, I want you to do this, stay on a big stage, 1,000 people looking at you and cheering you all day. And then for 8 hours, they cheer you. Very good. Or give you attention. And then suddenly go into a closed room and stay. You will feel mad. Because 1,000 people, when they look at you, they give you that attention, good or bad. And then instantly you go into a room alone and lock yourself inside a room and sit. You cannot tolerate. Because your mind is now into that resonance. It needs that continuous rush. I think you understand. The moment you come home, your mother gives you attention, your father gives you attention, everybody gives you attention. After that, you go into your room, then you get ideas how to attract attention. So the point is to resolve all problems in life. The best way is to stay attention sober. And how to stay in this world? Everybody is there. How can I will go to college? People will appreciate. I will do this. I will do that. I will have that attention naturally, unasked for. So how to say attention sober, personal gratification sober? Always keep training yourself. Remind yourself. You go to the college, first thing a child should be told, this college people telling me great is the purpose of my life. Professor telling me I am good is the purpose of my life. Me getting good marks is the purpose of the life. Me getting good marks is not the purpose of. It's not. Why am I doing this? I am doing this so that I can hone my skills. And skills are useless if not executed well. So this skill first perfectly I need to learn. And perfect execution is very important. So during this learning process, when somebody gives attention, when you don't realize the importance of it, then though you get that continuous, the moment you do something, you wear a good dress and go to your college, people will say, excellent, out of the world, this, that, and they will appreciate you in all superlative. That attention too much. I have to understand one thing. I wore it for myself or for them? For them to appreciate me, then I'll always fail. Because I'm seeking personal gratification. If I wore this for myself, what they say, it doesn't matter. Peer pressure should be done. This should be handled from school level. This should be handled at college level. And when you do a startup or when you do anything, it's a very lonely journey. Lonely journeys, boring businesses make more money. Are you understanding? That is the truth. Boring businesses make more money. Boring lives bring more success. Entertaining lives bring failure.